Hello and welcome
to Let Me Be Your Game Guide.
And this is a seance episode.
These episodes feature games of the horror genre.
So grab your salt and holy water
as we voluntarily scare ourselves this week.
I'm your host, Shawn.
And I'm your host, Emma.
Join us for this week's discussion episode
as we commune with the beyond
and enter the gaming spirit world. For the remainder of this episode, Let me be your game guide. Ooh, spooky as fuck.
We're so good.
Oh, that took a minute. Sorry,
folks.
So
good.
But welcome back. We are talking about Slay the Princess, and this is our discussion episode. So we're going to talk about, Emma's got a lot of lore and different things to talk about and discuss.
Yeah.
I have maybe some sprinklings of things that I can also talk about.
Yeah.
And we'll go from there. So yeah, get ready for some spoils and we'll talk about the game.
Yeah, and I just want to start this episode off by addressing Ryland's rating.
Oh.
Because we asked him what his rating was. We texted him, oh, Ryland's still not here.
Yeah, he's still not here. Sorry, guys.
It's not like we definitely record these a week apart. We don't record them back to back.
100%.
Yeah. No, Ryland's not here. But we did text him. We said, what was your rating? And his response was confusing.
Oh, I didn't see that. His response.
His response is, voice of the hero, 2.2, cold, 1.9. I guess it's not actually that confusing now that I'm reading it. This is pretty good. Paranoid, 2.4, and hunted, 2.3.
Oh.
So if you've played the game, you'll know what he's talking about a little bit when he's going voice to voice.
So I guess his highest is 2.4.
Yeah, what's the average of those? Last week we guessed what his rating was going to be.
Yeah.
And I guessed a 2.7, you guessed a 2.5.
Yeah.
And he says, you really don't need to share my ratings at this time. Oh, my rating this time. Too late, Ryland.
Yeah, we're
live on the podcast.
Sorry, dude.
I've got the calculator app open. What is it, 1.9?
1.9, 2.2, 2.3. And 2.4.
Wow. Okay. Divided by 4. Oh, it's an average of a 2.2.
Oh, shit.
So we were both wrong.
Yeah.
But I rated this game a 3.8.
Yeah, and I went with a 3.2.
So take it as you will.
Yeah.
We'll preface, just like we did last time, this is not really our game.
Yeah, this is definitely fun for other people, but it was not fun for me. So
I don't want to say it's a bad game, because it wasn't a bad game. It just wasn't my style.
Yeah.
It wasn't your style.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Ryland's style.
Definitely wasn't Ryland's style.
No.
Yeah.
So we got through it. But I do want to talk about the plot and everything that this game encompassed, and we'll get to it. But real quick, before we begin the episode, don't forget to give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/letmebeyourgg, where you can view episodes early as they post sometime on Sunday, a couple days before the episode posts everywhere else. You can also find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG, that's LetMeBeyourGG with no spaces. We're on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and X. You can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide with no spaces, and you can email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. This is the best way to send in game requests. Just make sure to include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find. And I forgot to mention that this is a listener request.
It is, yes.
Yeah, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank you, Brandon. We want to murder you.
Yeah, this was not as fun.
No, I'm
but
just kidding.
Okay.
No, I had a generally good time when playing this game. It just wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways, before we really get into the episode, I do want to say I have linked the content warnings in the show notes. So if that's something that you feel you need to check before playing a game, there are some pretty intense themes. And it gets a little graphic. So if you're sensitive to certain themes, I would definitely check out the content warnings. There can be some spoilers in there, so be careful. But if it's something that you need to check before playing a game, I recommend clicking that link and taking a look before you continue listening or before you play.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Let's get into it.
Okay.
We do need to talk about this time last year. We were rating a game. And I'll give you one hint. Rylan is going to be devastated that he's not here to guess.
Is it a ranger?
No.
Oh.
No. It's another game that...
Oh, UFO 50?
Yeah.
Buddy. No!
This time last year, we were rating UFO 50.
Rylan's favorite game of all time. At least
Literally.
top 5.
Yeah.
Like, shoot.
Yeah. I mean, he
put like 100 hours into that game. Like it
has to be more than 100, to be honest. I mean, he played so much.
So much. Yeah, he played so much. So,
yeah. Go check it out. I think that was actually our first game giveaway.
It was.
Yeah, if you're listening to the podcast. Oh, we forgot to mention this last week. Email us if you want a chance to win Mio.
Yeah, we rated Mio as a 5. Our overall rating was a 5, and when we do that, we give away a copy of the game. So yeah, please email us at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com.
Yeah.
And please put in the subject line Mio or something along those lines.
Giveaway.
Yeah, something like that to let us know that you want to be in the drawing for a chance to win.
Yeah. Yeah. And in a couple weeks, we will be announcing that.
Yeah.
So yeah, check it out.
Let us know.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's get into Slay the Princess. Have we even said the word Slay the Princess yet?
I
don't even think
don't think we did last time, did we?
No, we did.
Yeah,
we did
in the very beginning, but then
no,
after that.
just this whole episode. I don't think we'd even said the game title yet. So hopefully you can read. I mean, hopefully you can read if you play this game because that's about all you do.
Yeah, that is about it. So,
but basically, this game it's a visual novel where you are being told by a narrator that you need to slay the princess.
mm-hmm.
And it starts out, the narrator is just like narrating this like it's a storybook, but it's very meta, like you're responding to him, like, and he can respond to you.
Mm-hmm.
This first run, I don't know if it was just the choices that I made or if this happens to everyone, but basically you have a bunch of choices asking like, why do I slay the princess? Like, oh, that sounds like a bad idea. Or like, oh, I've always wanted to slay a princess.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of different things. I ended up choosing every single dialogue option.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in the first like 3 sections of the first run, yeah, I've chosen pretty much all of them at this point. So.
Yeah. And then you go down there and I grabbed the knife.
I did
because
too.
you go to a cabin. And you're going to get really used to this whole storyline, this whole cabin, this whole starting.
Yeah.
It starts over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But this first run, this is your first time experiencing it. You go in, there's a knife on the table, and then there's a door down into the basement.
Yeah, and every time you grab the knife, he's like, you're going to need that implement because you have to finish the job. That's the only way that you can do it.
Yeah. So I grabbed the knife because I was like, you know what? I'm good at following instructions, and I feel like the princess can't be trusted.
Yeah.
I have to slay the princess.
Sure.
And then I got down there and I think I second guessed myself a little bit.
I did a little bit too. Yeah, I started like talking to her for a half second, and then he's like, the narrator gets really fired up if you start doing that. He's like, what are you doing? Like, you have one task. You need to do the one task I told you to do. Slay the princess.
Yeah, because she's going to end the world.
Yeah, she's going to end the world and you have to slay her. So, at least for my first one, I tried to slay her and then she punched me in the face and kicked my butt pretty hard, but I had hit her enough times where we both died. Yeah,
that's okay. That's what happened to me as well. Yeah, and is this... Because you said you got the ending where you just like did you immediately win?
The ending that I got is we actually both left together.
Oh, you didn't get an ending before getting all the vessels, right?
No, well, yes, I did get one.
You did?
That was my second run.
Okay. So, and was this the same one that Rylan got? Rylan told me, and he kind of talked about how, he got an ending just right in the very beginning.
Yeah, so what he did was he did everything the narrator told him to do. He didn't stray. He didn't do anything else. He went to the cabin. He didn't say a word. He killed the princess, and that was it. And that was considered the good ending. At least after you did that, then a piece of paper that looks like a 3-year-old drew it pops up and says, "You won the good ending. You saved everyone." And it has like a stick figure and like a bunch of random colors.
Interesting.
That was it. Yeah, that was it. So yeah, it was kind of strange, but yeah, I also got that ending. So.
Okay, I did not get that ending, but I hesitated too much with slaying the princess.
Which can cost you.
It can.
Yeah, if you're like trying to talk too much, sometimes you have to take initiative, or sometimes the princess will take initiative.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
How was your second run though?
Well, and so after that, all of a sudden, it starts over. So you die, she dies, and then you start over at the beginning, and the narrator starts talking like you've never been there before, and you're like, wait, what? Like, yeah. I've been here before.
Yeah, this sounds like deja vu a little bit. Like some of the contexts are like that,
and you've had a voice called the hero, who was kind of talking to you as you'd made choices during the first run, and now I had every single voice.
I had a majority of the voices.
I believe every single voice was speaking at the same time. And so you experience these voices throughout your many, many runs, but these voices include the broken, the cheated, the cold, the contrarian, the hunted, the opportunist, the paranoid, the skeptic, the smitten, and the stubborn.
Yeah.
And essentially these are all just... And you find this out later, but I kind of inferred at this point that these were fractured versions of yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was gathering too. And like, depending on what questions you ask or what choices you choose, some voices may be more prevalent than others because of the choice that you made. So
yeah, and this first time you get all of them, but runs moving forward, you only get specific voices showing up depending on the choices that you make.
Yeah.
So that happened for my second run, like my second go through. I think I grabbed the knife again. And I believe she killed the shit out of me again.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if is this when you get your first vessel?
I believe, yes. I believe it's the first time you get a vessel.
So my first vessel was the razor.
Oh, I didn't get that. I had the one with a bunch of hands, whatever that one's called. Like literally just a bunch of hands on her body is all it was.
Yes, I think I got that one as well. I think that's the prisoner.
Yes, I believe
because did you go down and she had like a shackle around her neck?
At one point, yeah, there was part of that. I think that was my third run though. Where she's like had 3 shackles on.
Yeah. But I think that's the many hands. Well, I
didn't remember all.
Okay, well, my first one was the razor, and this basically, I tried to attack her, and literally all of these, her entire body turns into knives.
That happened to me. That was my second run.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you did get this vessel.
I did get that vessel.
Oh my god, yeah, this was my first vessel. So gruesome.
Yeah.
Especially for some reason, the shin really grossed me out.
Oh,
like the knife like came out of her shin and it came out of her arm.
Yeah,
and like
the way it comes out is like a switch.
Like a pocket knife.
Yeah, it just flips out of her skin. Oh, yes. Gross.
Yeah, and I was mortified. I was like, oh my god. Like,
yeah.
And every time you grab the knife, and so I had always grabbed the knife at this point, she always sounds evil.
Every time, yeah.
But like when you're coming down the stairs, I was like, God, she's like an evil bitch. Like, Jesus Christ. But then I think my next run I was like, you know what? I'm going to not go down there with the knife. And then she sounds all sweet.
She does.
She sounds all nice. So do you remember, you said the hands. Let me see if, I do have a list of vessels here.
Yeah, the first one, we both died together. And yeah, by the end, she got grabbed by a lot of different hands and then was absorbed. And so it started off as that. My second one was the blades, the razors. My third one, I forget. My fifth one, we left together. I do remember that. We exited together.
I believe that's the damsel.
Yeah. And the fourth one, I chose not to bring the knife down. But through a lot of questioning and trying to free the princess, the knife was thrown down.
Oh, yes.
And then it was determined, like, what are you going to do? Are you still going to save her or not? And so then I tried to kill her, and then she locked me in the basement, and I couldn't get out. Yeah.
Oh, I never got that one.
Yeah.
My first vessel was the razor, her body just turns into a giant Swiss Army knife of all knives.
Yeah, her whole body is literally knives.
Yeah, yeah. And then the second one, I think, because I got the damsel. The damsel was when you escape together.
Yeah.
And she's all like happy. I didn't go down there with the knife. They, I think, every time threw the knife down, but I either didn't pick it up or I let her take it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she cut her arm off.
Oh, if you go in there and try to free her without the knife, she chews her arm off.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about that too. Yep.
She just gnaws it off. And I'm like, you're a savage.
Yeah, she's a freak.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Because I got my vessels here.
Yeah, I should have been keeping track of that, but I did not.
That's okay. Yeah, so the damsel, I know that once she was given, because we're getting ahead of ourselves. It's so hard because we replay this so many times. It's
really hard, yeah. In total, you have to do it 5 times.
Yeah, so I think it ends up being 5 times. But after you get, you finish a run through, there's always a chapter 1.
Yeah.
Chapter 1 is starting with the narrator, going to the cabin, making some choices, and most of the time dying.
Most of the time dying, yeah.
Almost always dying, I think.
There was one time where I got down there. I think this was my 3rd run. I got down there. I killed her. And I'm like, oh, this is great. And the narrator like sees you, like the body's down there, the knife's in the body. And they're like, okay, so what are you going to do? And it's like, pull the knife out, check for a pulse, because the hero was like, oh, we should check for a pulse to make sure that they're actually dead. Or leave. And I'm like, well, I want my knife back just in case something happens. So I go and grab my knife. She stabs me.
You.
Yeah, she killed me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So after that initial chapter 1, then you get chapter 2.
Yep.
Chapter 2 is where you get all your chapter 2 quote unquote vessels.
Yep.
You can end in chapter 2, but a lot of those chapter 2 vessels, depending on how you answer questions, can basically turn into chapter 3 vessels. So I did have a couple chapter 3 vessels. Depending on whether you end your run in chapter 2 or chapter 3, that's going to determine which vessel you bring to what you find out is called the Long Quiet.
Yeah.
And the Long Quiet is this mysterious, like ethereal...
just entity, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kind of find out that you are helping her create herself by bringing her these vessels. And I remember you can ask, like, do you care which vessel I give you? And she's kind of just like, no, I am what you bring me, and it doesn't matter. I have no preference. So just keep bringing me vessels so I can become myself. Yeah. Basically. So then after that, because my first vessel, like I've said a million times, was the razor. Yeah. I was like, okay, I want to try and bring like a pure version of her,
the princess.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna go down there. This is why I chose. I was like, I'm not gonna go down with a knife. I'm gonna try and save her. I'm not gonna slay her. Yeah. I'm just gonna get her out. And that is how I ended up getting the damsel. That was, I believe, my second one. We ended up escaping together, and the narrator was like, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. And yeah, so then I brought that vessel to the Long Quiet. And then my next one was the prisoner. Again, went down without the knife. And I actually ended up chaining myself up next to the prisoner. Oh, man. Because that's the option that you can chain yourself next to the prisoner. Yeah. And then we just kind of sat there forever until the walls in the cabin completely deteriorated. Yeah. And then we escaped. And so,
oh my gosh.
Yeah. So then I got the prisoner is who I brought next.
Interesting. My third one, I went down there with the knife, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring the knife, but I'm gonna try to save her with the knife. And so we go about doing that, and then we decide we're gonna start leaving, and she's like, the options that you have are pretty much all slay the princess like 70 times.
Yes, I also got this for one of mine. I can't remember.
And you have to like resist or warn her. Yeah. But in like a list of like 30 questions or things that you can choose. One of them is like warn the princess.
Yeah.
And so you can try to warn her. And I did that. I warned her. I resisted. And she's
this is chapter 1 stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I'm like, oh man, like I'm trying to see what happens if I resist all this temptation. But then eventually I tried to do it. And then she's like, I can't believe that you tried to still kill me.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I think this was number 4, because number 5, I come and did you ever see her when she was a giant?
The tower?
The tower?
Mm-hmm. That was my last one, too.
That was my last one, too. Yeah. Okay. I'll let you continue.
Oh, well, I mean, you can continue as well.
Okay. So, I'm trying to remember. My 4th one, we fought it out. Like, for a long time. We were, like, fighting. I'm like... The hero is like saying like, oh, we have to move faster. We have to do different things. And I had a lot of, I had some of the cold voice.
Mm-hmm.
I had some of the stubborn voice, a little bit of skeptical. There was a few other ones I don't remember, but those were the main ones, and the hero.
Mm-hmm.
And so the hero's like, you have to move faster. You have to do this. You have to do that. One of the other people's like, well, what are we going to do? You know, or the broken was like, we can't do this anymore. Like,
I got the broken a lot.
Yeah. I
don't know why.
Towards the end, I got him a lot more. And he's just pretty much, it's just despair. Like, how are we going to do this?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Definitely Eeyore vibes.
Yes.
But that happened. And then the last one was the final run where this is after I've kind of like tried to help her and betray her. I've helped her once before. We've killed each other a bunch of times. And throughout this, I'm asking a lot of questions of like, what happens when you die? Mm-hmm. What happened when I died?
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? Like, how are we going to get through this? Can we get out of here together? Like, and so eventually she becomes the tower and you walk to the cabin, but the cabin's like a old castle essentially at this point. And I went down to the basement and she's huge, like 50 feet tall.
Giant.
Yeah. And she pretty much commanded me to kill myself. That's the only option I had, was to take the knife and kill myself.
Oh.
So that happened. And
yikes.
Yeah, that was super cool. So yeah.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
Did anything happen after that?
Yeah.
You probably got to a chapter 3, because when I got the tower, I actually ended at the tower. That's who I brought as the vessel, was the tower.
That's who I brought too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that the tower can send you to a chapter 3. And you bring someone other than the tower with you as a vessel. Yeah. So the chapter 3 vessels,
I fought the tower.
Would have been the apotheosis. If you fail to kill her, fully succumb to her godhood, she grows massive, shatters his cabin, steps into the cosmos. No, that doesn't sound right. The fury. That doesn't sound right.
I hit her in the eye with my knife. She was like commanding me, but as my last ditch effort, as she was holding me, I threw the dagger into her eye.
Oh, got it. Okay.
And then she fell down and I fell down, and then she emitted a light after that from her hand, and then all of a sudden we were like,
that's crazy.
Out. Yeah.
Wow.
And so after that, we went to the Long Quiet, and that was the last one that I dropped off, was the tower. And then after that, other things happened. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what my fourth one. So I got the beast.
Oh.
So you go down there.
Yeah.
And it's like a jungle.
Oh,
it's
I
like
didn't
a jungle.
Experience this
a jungle
one.
under there, and her chain is really long, and she kind of looks like literally like a tiger or like a jungle cat, like lurking around.
Yeah.
And it was super scary, and then she eats you.
Oh shit.
And so I don't even know if this isn't chapter 3 yet, but you're inside her stomach. And you have to slash your way out of the beast's stomach. And when you make it out, then it gets you to chapter 3.
Yeah.
And this is a chapter 3 vessel that I brought with me. It was the Wilds, I think is what it's called.
Whoa, cool.
It is the Networked Wild. Oh. And so chapter 3, it's like you're out in this wooded space, and you can't see the princess as herself. It's just like nature is talking to you.
Huh.
And then she's trying to she's like, we need to escape, we need to get out, and the narrator's like, no, you can't leave.
Uh-huh.
And then you end up like going out to like, it's like the far corner of the world, and you can break through and you can see through like what you've shattered, and there's like grass on the other side.
Oh.
And so, yeah, you end up breaking through into the real world with this vessel, and that's who I brought next.
Holy cow, that's cool.
Yeah. And then the last one was the tower.
Yeah.
I ended up just like basically bowing down to her. And so I brought the tower with me as my 5th vessel.
Yeah.
And once you've brought 5 vessels, then you get to start like end game talk, basically. She becomes her final form, and you get to choose an ending.
I will say that my ending, I asked a lot about just like why we were here, like what's going to happen next. There's a lot of conversation about that.
Yeah.
And so you kind of have a little bit of a discussion, and then me and her, I think she was as the tower left, and when we left, it like opened a portal to like almost like the Matrix vibes. It was just like if you look through a kaleidoscope, it looked like that, but it was constantly moving. And then you just walked in, and that was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had a lot of discussion with her, because you kind of, and we'll get into after we talk about this like mess of our gameplay right now.
Yeah, sorry everybody, it's hard to keep track.
We'll go through the actual plot and what was going on, and you kind of get this information like before you go to see her for the last time. The narrator is you kind of figure out that the narrator had something to do with this.
Yeah, he's kind of part of this whole thing.
Yeah, you find out that you and the princess used to be part of one being, and you were ripped apart. And I'll talk more about this when we get to the plot.
Sure.
But basically, the narrator is trying to get you to kill the princess, because if you kill the princess, that stops basically death. Because you're the long quiet, she's the the moving mound, what is it?
Yeah, something like that. I forget exactly, but
she is the shifting mound.
Yes.
And she represents change and death and all of that stuff. And so the narrator wants you to kill the princess, or the shifting mound. So there's no more pain, there's no more suffering, there's no more death. Everyone can just live in this like forever perfect world. Utopia, which I was like, no, I don't want that. Like it's necessary, like change and death and pain and suffering, that's necessary.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to kill the princess. But I had struggled with the final endings, because I was talking to her, and she really just didn't want to see it from my way.
Yeah.
It was either like her way or the highway. And I was like, well, yes, I want to go with you, but I don't want to like conquer over these worlds. And there is an ending that I didn't get to, maybe just didn't make the right choices, but there is an ending where you don't have to kill her, and you don't have to go out together and continue just.
Oh.
And we'll get to that as well.
That's so interesting.
I ended up slaying the princess. I killed her.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, basically you also get like a tear in the world. And it turns into like you and all your voices are like a pantheon of gods over this world that is forever painless and deathless. And
that's so interesting, because the last thing that I remember from talking to the shifting mound is I was talking to her, and I'm trying to ask like, what do you want to do next? Like, what's the plan moving forward? What are we trying to do? And the last thing I said that I remember was I never wanted to kill you, I just want to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's like, that's the only thing I wanted to hear. And then she opened up.
And that, I think, is the ending that I wanted.
Oh, yeah.
I think you got the ending that I wanted, which is where you guys just kind of leave together. But you don't leave as one, like ruling.
No, it was individuals,
but together.
Yeah.
That's the ending I wanted.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm happy that one of us got it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
But. Yeah, but the little note, I did take a picture of this when I chose to kill her. the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be now as they were then, but they aren't nothing either.
Oh, that's so good, though.
Yeah, so, and that's really the point of this game, is that, like, philosophical idea of, like, life and death and all of these choices, and it's kind of put right in your face of, and even before you get to the ending, you're like, okay, well, should I kill this princess? Should I save the princess?
Yeah.
Should I leave her down here to rot? Like, it's very, like, morally ambiguous. It's very weird.
Yeah, almost the entire time you're like second guessing, like, should I kill her? Should I not kill her? Should I kill her? Should I not kill her? And then you're like, at least for me, because you die a majority of the times that you keep going through this run, I was like, well, then if I'm going to come back anyways, I'm just going to make some random decisions and see what happens.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I went off after like the third one. The last two, I was like, I'm just picking random shit to see what happens and see what I get. So
yeah. And I think, like, I wonder if the types of vessels that you bring, like, obviously when you're talking to her, you go through like these 5 answers that are represented by the vessels that you brought.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think by saving her a lot of the time, she saw me as like a little bitch boy most of the time. And she like felt like she could dominate me because I was like, I'll save you. Yeah. I only killed her once, or tried to kill her once.
Oh shoot. I think it was 3 times for me.
Yeah. I was trying to be nice. And then and we haven't even talked about, you're like a bird person.
Yeah, some like
you're like a crow or something.
I thought that was more like dragony, like lizardy because of the hands.
See, I thought because you have like feathers.
Yeah, but then like you have like claws and a tail.
You're a freak too.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Yeah, you're a little bit of a freak also. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
But I kind of saw it as like an angel and a devil almost. She's very angelic, and you're very like, I don't know, devilish. Yeah. But do you want to get into the plot at its core? Did you have anything else? What about Rylan? Let's see.
What did
Rylan have to say?
That's what I got on my phone for. I was going to check and see what Rylan was saying. So he said, and I quote, "I won the game immediately by following directions and killing the princess without really talking to her. And then you are stuck in a cabin forever and ever. And I chose the option that said I was fine with that. The voice of the hero was not fine with that. Too bad, buddy. But I got a mispaint picture."
Oh yeah, this is yours. This is what happened to you.
Said, you did it. You saved everyone. At first, I kind of liked talking to the narrator because he was very philosophical, and I appreciated that. I thought there might be more philosophy in the game, but maybe a lot of it just went over my head, which I think a lot of it went over my head too. So.
Yeah. I think especially because by the end, when you're going through that end dialogue, it's like, oh my God, I've been reading for a long time. It can be hard to not accidentally click through. Yeah. But I think if you really paid attention to the types of vessels that you brought and the way that she reacts to a lot of your questions, if you look at the graphics and the things, you can depict which vessel is speaking at that time or kind of responding.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just there's philosophy in there for sure. You have to, I think you would have to play through a lot more than once to get it. And we'll talk about it here in a second.
Yeah. Okay, I will talk about the last kind of text that he did. The game opens with, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. Have heart and see them through. This advice helped me finish the game when I was ready to stop every couple of minutes. The next line, there are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This validated me stopping anytime I wanted, but that would have been less interesting to record. Joke's on me.
Yeah, Rylan struggled with this game.
Yeah. And finally, this is a love story. Looking back, I think this alludes to all the kink shit that happens.
Now I'm curious what his vessels were, because I don't think I had that much kink shit happen.
Yeah, I guess if you're like, I don't know. Well, there is a section where I could have started flirting with her.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe. Let's see. I wasn't sure if I was going to bring this up or not. This game is not a fan servicey as Sucker for Love. but it kind of has that feeling of being an inside joke to kink lovers. Maybe that says something about me. I guess I always am guard with anime-esque stuff. So
Yeah.
the voice acting was all right. 3 hours and 20 minutes to finish.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Good. I just wanted to make sure we covered all of Ryland's points.
I wanted him
before
to have a
moving
voice.
on.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we
very
go.
much. Well, let's get into the plot of this game.
Sure.
And I had come to this conclusion for the most part with my playthrough, but I think it really would have become more clear playing through again, getting most of the vessels and,
Sure.
and getting that outlook.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there is so much repetitiveness. I was just like, I don't know if I have the strength.
Yeah.
But basically, this is a story of severed godhood. The universe was once governed by a single, complete entity. And that would be you, the Long Quiet, and the princess, the Shifting Mount. To stop the cycle of death and change, a mortal, the narrator, at least I assume he's immortal. We
Sure.
don't actually, there's a lot to be said about the narrator that we don't figure out.
Because he can pop in and out sometimes. It's hard to determine what's going on with him. So.
Yeah, and I got a lot of this information from a Reddit post that I will link in the show notes. I'm not referencing it right now. I don't have it like right in front of me. So if I say something, it's not because of them. It's because of me.
Oh, I didn't even see it. So you're good.
The narrator split this godly entity into two opposing forces, which again, the Long Quiet, you, and the Shifting Mount, the princess. By separating them, he created a way for one half to kill the other without deleting existence entirely. So the rule of observation. This is the most brilliant mechanic of the construct. I don't know why I thought that was a good way to write that.
I like that.
The princess represents raw potential change and endings. Because of this, she only has the power that you, her sole observer, perceive her to have.
Oh.
So that's why when you take the knife down, you're already perceiving her to be this evil threat.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you get this like angry voice.
Sure.
Kind of like scary voice.
Yeah.
But when you go down without the knife,
Very sweet.
very sweet,
Yeah.
docile, you assume her to be not a threat.
Mm-hmm.
And then your choices moving forward, that's what manifests the different vessels, because this is what you're observing her to be. And she can't be anything without your observation.
Yeah, and your input.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so now that you're separate, you're not one being, she needs you to be able to kind of just create who she is.
Interesting. Yeah.
The narrator is basically trying to trick you into killing the princess. Because if you kill her and stay in the cabin believing that she's gone, she'll remain dead because you are observing her as dead.
Yeah.
And he needs you to observe her that way.
Yeah.
And that will get rid of death, and you'll live in this perfect world where there's no pain and no suffering.
I wish I would have just left that one time.
I know.
Damn it. All
But
right.
if you die, the construct resets because there's no longer a living observer to keep her anchored to a dead form.
Oh.
So that's why you keep starting over.
Yeah.
Because when you die, there's no one to observe her, and it's kind of almost like a paradox, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. Just which is why you get almost this like infinite possibilities going on. So anytime you die, that's why it starts over.
Yeah.
Because you're not there to observe.
That's interesting.
Yes. And we've talked about the voices quite a bit. We've talked about the vessels.
Yeah.
And I read through a list of the voices, but we didn't really talk about their role. They are a fractured version of the Long Quiet. Because you die and reset so many times, your mind has fractured. And each voice is a different personality trait or emotion born from how you handled a specific loop. They kind of act as your counsel. In the endings, they're essentially as I said, pantheon of gods with you. And how you treated them and which ones you collected dictate how they react to your final choices. So I remember every time you're about to end a run and kind of go give a vessel, you look through a mirror,
Mm-hmm.
and they all get really, really scared.
Yeah.
And I always told them, like, it's okay, like, it's going to be all right. But you can tell them, like, well, I'm going to be fine because I'm going to be born again. You can kind of say whatever, but I was always trying to be really nice to my voices. But this is what I would say is like the human experience. While the narrator wants you to be cold, unfeeling, just go down there, kill the princess, be done with it. These are the parts of you that are bringing out doubt, fear, logic, love. There's smitten in there, so you have some love. And they're the reason that you're able to feel a connection to the princess in the first place. And that is why this is a love story. So you are two halves of a whole longing to be reunited.
Sure.
It's not the classic love, but it's the literal sense of two becoming one because you used to be one.
Yeah.
The leave together ending, which you got, is the ultimate loophole.
Oh.
Because the narrator thought your only choices were to slay her or destroy the universe.
Yeah.
But by rejecting your godhood, you find a third option where you can love each other without dooming existence.
Oh,
so that's the one that I really wanted that ending. I'm so disappointed I didn't get it, but it's okay. And then the journey changes you both. The game is about perspective. Your choices shape the princess, but the different voices show that the cycle shaped and changed you as well. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like the game in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool. I wish that I vibed with this game more because I think that it brings up a lot of really interesting topics, and I just it was an interesting play. It just for some reason just I didn't like it as much as I wanted to.
Yeah.
But I liked the idea. I really liked the idea behind it. And we can talk about, there's 4 endings. We've talked about a couple. So the narrator's true success is the ending where you and Rylan experienced just getting that little piece of paper. You guys went down. You killed the princess and you did it.
Everyone's saved.
And then there's the where you can slay the princess.
Yeah.
And this is what I did, I believe. You just decide to destroy her anyway, and you use your godhood to create a universe free from suffering. I did not like this ending. I was very disappointed in myself.
Dang, sorry.
And the smitten voice is like devastated by this ending.
Oh, sure.
Which I felt bad because I actually loved the smitten voice. He was hilarious.
Yeah.
And right before she dies, she says that she loves you and she understands why you're doing it. But yeah, it was sad. It was really sad.
Yeah.
And then there's the ascending as gods, which I don't think either you and I did. I don't know about Rylan, but you both accept your roles as the cosmic deities, and you escape the construct to visit external universes and just basically bring chaos and change and pain and suffering to all of these places.
Oh, man, what a fun time.
Yeah. And then there's the leaving together loophole ending where I personally think that's the best ending.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
wow.
Yeah, tons of different vessels. I'll list them off, but we won't go like into detail because we've talked about ours. But for chapter 2 vessels, there's the damsel, the prisoner, the beast, the witch, which I want to find out who the witch is.
That was one of mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was one of mine.
Sounds creepy.
Yeah, it kind of was.
The adversary, the tower, the specter, the nightmare, which I also want to see, the razor, and the stranger. And then chapter 3 vessels. These are evolutions of chapter 2's, but we have the eye of the needle, the apotheosis, the fury, the den, the wild, the gray, the thorn, the cage, the moment of clarity, the wraith, and the princess and the dragon. Yeah.
Huh.
That's all of them. And basically, as the shifting mound explains, she doesn't consider these vessels to be her true self. Rather, they are the memories, textures, and scars left on her by her interactions with you. To her, they are diverse, beautiful perspectives on what it means to exist.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's it.
Wow.
Wow.
The more you know.
I know. Yeah. I hope Rylan enjoys listening to this. I know he didn't enjoy playing the game, but I at least hope he enjoys hearing about kind of the more deep part of the plot.
I need to talk to him about it tomorrow and see all the things.
Yeah. Well, he has a copy of this, so he can read it, I guess, if he wants.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But this concludes the discussion episode for Slay the Princess. Please join us next week for the rating episode of Chance of Sonar, followed by its discussion episode the week after. Please go and give the podcast a follow, rate it, review it, however you want to show us love. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us game requests if there's something you'd like us to review. Just make sure to include game request in the subject line so it's easy for us to find, just like Brandon did for this game. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, thank you.
You can find us on most socials as Let Me Be Your GG. That's Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and X. You can find us on TikTok as Let Me Be Your Game Guide. Our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. Thank you so much for listening. We can't wait to see you next week. And thank you so much for letting me be your game guide. GG, y'all.
Bye. Join us for this week's rating episode.
Discussion episode.
Oh shit! Discussion episode. I'm looking at the rating episode.
No, it's okay. Just say.
Okay.
Join us for this week's discussion episode.
Join us this week for fuck.
For fuck.
For fuck. Join us this week. Fucking goddamn. Okay. 5:30. Come on, Emma. Okay.